パドレスとの第3戦で勝利し地区シリーズ優勝を決めたドジャース。2対0のビハインドで迎えた7回裏にウィル・スミス選手のホームランや大谷選手のタイムリーヒットなどで一挙5点を奪い逆転したドジャースの攻撃について、MLB ネットワークの番組でローランドスミス氏とマーク・デローサ氏によって解説されていました。
It was a series that showed you guys anything can really happen. A triple play. It ended on Tuesday night. What did you guys learn about these two teams going head to head this week?
Yeah, I wanted to congratulate the Dodgers first off, taking down the division, and then San Diego feels like
what?
There'll be no problem if they have to
Absolutely.
play them in the postseason.
Yeah, absolutely.
They feel they match up better. I would dare to say they think they're the better team.
You know, last time I was in here, we were talking about the Padres bullpen, and I was seeing a couple cracks there. Just look, Tanner Scott. I know we're probably going to get into it here.
Yeah, we're going to get into him.
But just watching some of the matchups and the approach against him, you're like, ooh, maybe that bullpen of the Padres, which is so dominant.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a couple cracks, or maybe the Dodgers are seeing something that we're just not seeing.
Ryan, big day.
Big
Kind
day.
of coming off Wednesday. Joe Musgrove threw the ball great last
He
night.
did.
Right?
Yep.
Looks the part. Cutting it, spinning it. We get to the bottom of the 7-2-2 game, and he only gave up the 2-run spot to Will Smith in a 3-1 heater.
Yeah.
Get me over, took him dead center. Mike Schill went for it in this moment, and I thought it was pretty interesting. 85 pitches.
Well,
he could have let Musgrove face Gavin Lux again, who had hit a double, and he goes right to Tanner Scott, who's awesome.
Just going back to Musgrove. You mentioned the fact that he decided to go left on left. I think that you mentioned Gavin Lux. Now, Freddie got him double down and away.
Yeah.
Change up, 2 strikes, boom, thanks. Gavin Lux put that in the back pocket. Oh, I'm probably going to see a change up, 2 strikes. I can hit the ball. And he did the exact same thing.
Yes. So Don brings in Tanner Scott now on the flip side. And this is why he keeps putting on a Dodger uniform. Kike. He lives for the big moments. 72 postseason games, 274 with 13 homers and 29 RBIs. He's had some monster games. Remember the 3-homer game 2017? Everything hard coming in from Tanner Scott's a nice matchup for Kike. So he steps up, and then Ohtani's able to get this ball through the hole, which, if there is one bugaboo, and I love the San Diego Padres, if there's one bugaboo I notice, is that potentially their infield defense. So run that back for me is a little spotty. Pause. Luis Arraez is not fleet of foot.
Right.
Now we got Bogarts playing short again. The game changes, left on left. You know he's a slider. You know it's getting rolled over.
Well, listen, I'm fixated on that, and we'll see it. I'm pretty sure this is a slider. Run it for a sec.
This is a nice piece of hit.
Okay, slider. Did you notice? All right, Kike, he's sitting there, 0-0, slider. Ohtani gets a slider up. Mookie, slider early in the count.
Yeah.
So if you eliminate the fastball, right? So Tanner Scott, big bullpen piece, and this is what I'm talking about from last night. Watching him pitch, fastball is dominant. Now, usually it's that slider, especially left on left against Ohtani. Usually it's not that dominant. And I'm saying
leaving it up.
But I'm thinking they're sitting on it. That fastball is like opponents hit like around 100 against that pitch. But he was going slider, and they're just sitting, you know what, we're going to eliminate that heater. If we see something spinning, and they go all over it, you can see those last 3 hits. Yeah. I just think there's a bit of a tell there, or maybe they're seeing something from the fastball where they can eliminate the fastball. But I found that interesting with Tanner Scott in that big moment right there.
I want to give some love to Will Smith. I think he's kind of had a quiet year. I wouldn't necessarily say a down year because the numbers just support that his batting average is a little off. He certainly had a quiet year. He's one of my favorite guys on Team USA. And to watch him in this big spot, 2-0 San Diego, Joe Musgrove, who doesn't give in at any point in the game, decides bow and arrow heater 3-1. I was shocked he threw that pitch.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Will Smith bought himself a non-thinking pitch. What do I mean by that? He worked himself into a 3-1 count where he knows he's getting it. And leave this for me for a second. And it comes from that Justin Turner school of thinking. He's got a lot of warrior in him, Will Smith. He gets fired up. And I was saying, it appears that his numbers are, and they are, 261, 246, but the homers, the OPS is kind of a smidge off. The ribbies are the same. So don't be shocked if he has a couple big moments for the Dodgers. October.
Do we know about Freddie's ankle? What's the update?
I had heard
Fine.
that he's not going to travel with the team
Okay.
to the Rockies. He left the game, the stadium, in a walking boot, but they think he's going to be okay for the DS.
スミス選手の同点ホームランから始まりキケ選手のヒットと続き大谷選手とベッツ選手のタイムリーヒットは本当に大きかったです。スコット投手のスライダーを狙い打ちしていたと解説していてとても分かりやすく参考になりました。パドレスとはポストシーズンでまた対戦する可能性も高くどのような試合になるか楽しみです。ワールドチャンピオンに向けこれからもドジャースの勝利を期待します。